Welcome back everybody to another Cook with Cartea recipe video. Now look, it's Valentine's Day. I'm looking out for the fellas today. And even for the women, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make your man a little meal, you know, do what you want to do. But look, for the fellas, if you want to get creative, if you're trying to think of something to do for your lady, look, go ahead and make her a little meal, a little pasta dish. Y'all see what we doing. We're going to be making some pasta today. I'm going to show y'all how to win her over. Go ahead and get in that kitchen. We're going to, chef it up real nice. Yeah, she's going to be impressed. Go ahead and get down on one knee. Look, do whatever you got to do. It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is filled with love. So we're going to be putting a whole lot of love into this pasta dish. And look, we even going to take it to the next level. Went to the store and I found these heart-shaped pasta noodles. Yeah, y'all ain't never seen them before. Heart-shaped pasta noodles. Now look, you probably ain't gonna be able to find these at this point because they limited edition, so they all gone. So you don't gotta use the heart shape. We just getting creative today. I seen them, I'm like, I gotta grab them. It's Valentine's Day, all that. So yeah, had to grab them. But look, you can use penne noodles, you can use the rigatoni, whatever kind of noodles that you want, pasta noodles that you want to use, go ahead and use. But look, we're gonna be making that Marry Me pasta today. It's gonna be a tomato basil. You know, we're gonna throw some cheese in there, we're gonna throw some chicken in there, all that. So look, y'all seen in the thumbnail, y'all seen the ingredients that we got. We got pasta noodles, we got some crushed red tomatoes. Look, I'm gonna be showing y'all everything. We got a little Parmesan cheese, we got some vegetables. All my fellas out there, even if you can't cook, I'm gonna make it easy for y'all. Chop a few vegetables up, you know what I'm saying? Get y'all real right. So yeah, skip all that. Let's just go ahead and get right into this recipe. All right, y'all, so we got our pan over here. We're gonna be making our chicken. We're gonna be doing everything, and we're gonna be making our sauce. You know, everything's pretty much gonna be right here. So look, we got our pan over here heating up. We're gonna start off at a medium heat. First thing that we're gonna do, right here to the right, we got our chicken over here. Now look, the chicken is optional. You don't have to put chicken in there if you don't want to. You could do without chicken. You could do ground chicken, you know, whatever kind of meat that you want. But we got our chicken over here chopped. We got our vegetables. We got one onion. We got one onion. We went ahead and just chopped that up, diced that up real fine. And then we got one green bell pepper that we're gonna use. So we're gonna chop that up, dice that up real fine as well. So we got our chicken right here to the right. Now look, chopped up, we're gonna go ahead and just throw some oil on here. And while we got the oil in our hand, let's get some oil in the pan. To the chicken, for the most part, we're gonna add our basic seasonings. We're gonna add in our all-purpose seasoning. And that's salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And this got a little bit of paprika and a little bit of oregano in there as well. And then we're gonna add a little bit of extra oregano. We need those herbs. And then we just gonna mix this up. And we just want to make sure that every piece of chicken is nicely coated. Now if you want to, prior to this, you could take your chicken and you can marinate it, season it up, throw some oil, marinate it 30 minutes to 24 hours, however you want to do it, get some more flavor in that chicken. But if you press for time, just go ahead and do it like this, season it up. You're going to move them around. Get them all seasoned, make sure every piece of chicken is coated up real well. All right, y'all, we on a medium heat. So we're gonna take our chicken. Let's go ahead and get our chicken going in the pan. Spread them out because we want every piece of chicken to make contact. Just move it around a little bit. Want to make sure you got some good heat on there. Boom. So we're going to get this about 3 to 5 minutes per side. All right, y'all, we're still letting that cook through to this. Now we do got some oil in the pan and oil on the chicken. We want to make sure we have good moisture on that chicken. We got chicken breast. You can also use chicken thighs too. Chicken thighs, they pack a little bit more flavor. They're more juicy. But we're using the chicken breast because that's what I had on hand. So we're just gonna throw a little bit of butter in here. Just because, we wanna keep that moisture profile in there. and this butter also, you know, gonna bring us a little bit of flavor too. All right, so we're gonna continue to mix this around, because you want to make sure, especially with the diced pieces, is that as you're starting to flip pieces over, you want to pretty much make sure that all the pieces cook evenly. Also, they cook it on the same side as well. You know, the smaller, kind of like these pieces, the smaller you kind of dice them up, the easier it'll be to manage. So you could kind of just, you know, mix them around like this. If you got thicker pieces, more cube pieces, you know, you're gonna kind of leave them alone a little bit more, and you know, just kind of like turn them maybe once or twice. So we're gonna let these keep cooking down, get some color, get a little char on them, because that char, you know, is gonna bring another amount of flavor. So we're gonna get this another probably about like 5 minutes, and we're on a medium heat still. So let's just let this keep doing its thing. Alright y'all, so our chicken pretty much done. These smaller pieces, they're not gonna take long to cook through. But you wanna start to see that color. And you know, if you got some pieces that got some char, or pretty much all of them that got some char, that's what you want. So we're bringing that heat down just for now. We're gonna bring it down to a medium low or low heat. And we're gonna set this chicken off to the side for when we need to use it later. All right, y'all, chicken off to the side. Y'all see all this goodness right there? We're gonna leave all that in there. And we're gonna go ahead and get our vegetables in. Let's get some more butter in here and let that melt down. Right now we on a medium low heat. We're gonna gradually bring that heat back up. But since we bringing our butter back in here, we already working on residual heat, and we bringing that butter in there, so we don't want to be on too high of a heat and then end up burning our butter. That's not what we want at all. Ain't no love and no burnt butter. Look, we cooking with love today. So look, medium low heat. Now we're gonna go ahead and introduce our vegetables. We're gonna bring in onion, and then we're gonna bring in that bell pepper. Now you can use this one whole onion and one whole bell pepper chopped up. Use as much as you think you need. You might not need the whole thing. Like me, I might not need the whole thing, so I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I'm gonna set these all to the side. Boom. We're gonna start to bring our heat back up. Mix these veggies in. Let them get translucent. Start to melt down. Combine with that residue from the chicken cooking, as well as that butter as well. So just let this do its thing. Now in the back, y'all, we got our boiling water going, because we're gonna go ahead and get our pasta going. Heavily salt that water. We want flavor on that pasta. We're gonna cook it al dente, so you know that's only about 6 to 8 minutes. But we're gonna cook it a little bit under al dente, because it's gonna cook down a little bit more when we reintroduce it into our pasta and everything like that. So we're gonna cook our pasta for about 6 minutes. All right, y'all, we continuing to letting our vegetables cook down. Now we're gonna add in sun-dried red tomato. They do got a little bit of a kick to them. We're gonna add in just one like that, and then just a little bit of that oil too. Get some of that flavor in there as well. Trying to get those flavors from that sun-dried tomato into these vegetables, and then we're gonna break the sun-dried tomato down. Now you can chop it down, you know, prior, but as it starts to get some heat to it and it starts to get translucent, it's gonna be easier to, you know, just kind of break down in the pan. You don't want a whole bite of this, because you know that's not ideal. We're gonna open up this middle a little bit. We're gonna add in stuff like some garlic paste, about a tablespoon. Get that mix in. You can add in, you know, fresh garlic, or you can add in minced garlic as well. Just make sure if you add in minced garlic, add it in towards the end of the veggie cook, because the minced garlic, it burns easily and you don't want that. All right, y'all. So our pasta is done. So look, we're gonna take this, we're gonna strain it, and then we're gonna hit it with some cold water so that we can cold shock it and stop it from cooking. Now, y'all just look at this. That's hard, I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna add in some tomato paste. Tomato paste is, you know, it's gonna be your binder. You know, it's gonna thicken up our sauce, and then it's also is what is gonna help, you know, pretty much bind the pasta to the sauce. I'm gonna leave the ingredients and stuff like that below, so don't worry about that. Get the tomato paste in there, kind of let that cook down. Want to add it in, you know, a little bit after you add in that garlic, and then we're gonna come in with those crushed tomatoes. Start getting this sauce going. Get the crushed tomatoes in here. All right, let's just work this in. So we're on a medium heat, we letting that cook down. Now, as we are letting this cook down, we're gonna start to form a little bit of a bubble as the heat, you know, starts to work through our sauce. But we're gonna go ahead and pretty much get the rest of our ingredients in here. We're gonna sauce this up some more. Bring your heat down to about a medium low. We're gonna add in all-purpose seasoning. We're gonna add in basil, dry basil. We're gonna add in dry oregano. Add them herbs in there. She ain't gonna know what hit her. We're gonna add in a little W sauce. Worcestershire. It's gonna add some richness. And then let's just mix this in. Let these flavors combine. All right, y'all. Now, because, you know, we got our tomatoes in here, we got the crushed tomatoes, we got tomato paste, we got a lot of salty elements in here. We're gonna add in a little pinch of sugar, not too much. It's not gonna make it sweet unless you overdo it, but you know, just a pinch or two. Not gonna make it sweet, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna help kind of balance out all those salty elements. So we're gonna come in with heavy cream or a little bit of half and half, or you know, milk if you want to use milk too. Just a splash. Let's bring our Parmesan cheese over here because we're gonna be using that Parmesan cheese as well. So mix this in. Just gonna lighten up our sauce a little bit. Look, this is not your average pasta right here. All these flavors and all these different elements gonna have your partner like, I do. And look, that's what we going for. This is that marry me pasta, all right? It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day filled with love. And whoever that other person is, she gonna love this pasta. The secret to a woman's heart on the low ski is some good food. And every woman, I don't care what you say, love a little pasta. So fellas, get right. Even for the women, look, get your man right with this pasta. All right. Now y'all see what we got going on. So now, look, we're on a medium-low heat still. We're working with residual heat because we don't need that much right now. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add in our Parmesan cheese. Again, another salty element, so this is why that sugar helped balance it out. So you're gonna mix that in, allow it to melt down. It's a lot of stirring going on. But look, at the end of it, it's gonna be all worth it, so don't even trip. Put that work in. Now look, we pretty much solid right here. Once you let the cheese, you know what I'm saying, the cheese melt down, we're gonna bring that heat down to a low, okay? We're gonna work with residual heat now. because we done making our pasta sauce, so we good. So y'all see what we got? That's what we want. Okay? So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring back our other ingredients. Our pasta, we're gonna bring in that pasta, and we're gonna bring in that chicken. All right? We're on a low heat, y'all. Now, like I said, we're gonna bring back in our pasta. Look, we got our heart-shaped pasta right here. We're getting real tricky with them. So, we're gonna add a little bit at a time. Let's fold this in. Add in about half, just so that you don't necessarily make a mess. You know, you got everything, you know, just overloading. Once you add in that pasta, you don't want it to, you know, overfill the pan or, you know, whatever you mix it in. And then you making a mess, you know, trying to fold everything and stir everything in. Okay? So you just want to get that first batch coated up pretty good. Boom. Then we're gonna add in the rest. Like that. All I'm seeing is heart-shaped pasta. This is new. They did their thing with this, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so continue to fold this in, fold this in. You wanna get it coated up. Every pasta noodle, every heart pasta shape, get all up in there. Pause, I guess. Alright, so far, that's what we got. So now, what we're gonna do, bring back our chicken. And I'm not gonna add in all this chicken because it ain't needed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We done. We got a marinade sauce. But look, this is our Valentine's Day sauce. This is our Valentine's Day pasta right here. We got the heart shape. Some of them falling apart a little bit, but look, I don't even care about all that because this is some new pasta. So look, dress it up however you can. You know, you can make the pasta look visible. You want to. Because you want her to see them hearts. You want her to see that love. All that love you just put into this. Yeah, you want her to see all that. Look at that. Yeah. Bet. Alright, kill the heat. We done, y'all. Only last things I'm gonna add in some fresh basil. I'm gonna get that flavor in there. And then, you know, with this residual heat, that basil gonna cook down real nice. Basil is a real fresh herb. It's almost minty. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you really want to get spicy with it, you can add some spinach. You know, you can add some little vegetables in here if you want. Add some spinach. Everybody don't like spinach though, so, you know, it's up to you. I would have added some spinach. All right. So let's get this off to the side. Like I said, y'all, we done. So let's go ahead and plate up. All right, look, there y'all have it. That marinade pasta, look, make sure y'all make it. Look, happy Valentine's Day again. All my fellas out there, if you're looking for anything to do, anything creative, please make that pasta. Like I said, when you serve it up to her, hit her with the one knee. I hope she say I'll do it. Look, thank y'all, as always, for tuning in. And look, I'm going to see y'all on the next Cartea recipe. Y'all be safe out there.